Yeah. So that, again, all that kind of stuff's news to me, and that's what I want to show my viewers. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, I see you, Skagg, personally, not up your arse or like that, but a very interesting and intellectual, obviously, individual. Very inspiring as well. And it's just the way that, obviously I've seen a lot of the conflict and all that stuff that you've been involved in online with people I don't really want to mention. But it's the way that you sort of stick to your guns in that respect. And I think not enough people are doing that. What I find is everyone jumps ship with the bigger followers or the bigger guys. For me personally, I know it's about working together with whoever is sort of shares the same vision as yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's the only way to grow, and that's why I was going to start to talk about that. I don't want the interview to go on for years, like for that long, but that's why with diversity and stuff as well. I mean, I didn't want it to go into. Basically, what I was trying to say is, no matter where you're sort of from, it doesn't matter. It's more about the vision that you all possess and that you all share. And I think that's more important than to say, let's go and follow that guy because he's got 1 million followers and let's do exactly what he wants us to do, no matter if it's selling out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, me personally, when I did Ads Ad TV, I was travelling up and down the UK filming artists and stuff like that, putting them online, trying to provide a credible platform. And then I was accused of selling out just because I was going to different cities to do that. Now,
interesting.
How sick's that? What is that about?
Well, sellout is just kind of a term thrown around for like you aren't doing exactly what I would do in this scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, I'm a big believer in staying true to my artistic vision, I guess you could say.
Definitely.
And I would rather have 100 viewers whose interests and vision are aligned with mine, than have 1 million doing something I hate doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I want to entertain in a way that I myself would want to be entertained. And sometimes that's not always the biggest market. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's not 1 million people lined up for the type of entertainment I like. Mm-hmm. But maybe there's 100. And I'd like to cater to that 100. So
would you even go sort of, because that in itself is kind of going against the odds. But obviously you've been known to kind of go against the odds with the Nicole Arbor stuff and all that. What was your reasoning behind, that video that you made about that?
Oh, the Nicole Arbor video.
Yeah.
So the thing that is most important to me, talk about education being really important. Yeah. Free exchange of ideas and art.
Yeah.
Is as important and it is a cornerstone of free society. Mm-hmm. Think about every piece of progress we've ever had is based on the free exchange of ideas and art. Every scientific discovery, every major artistic, every big artistic accomplishment is a product of the free exchange of ideas and art. And comedy is included in that.
Of course.
Comedy is included in that. And anytime someone is trying to suppress ideas and art because their feelings get hurt,
right,
that's a problem. That's a problem. And I would never say that the people who want her off the internet, for example, are the same as some people, some dictators in the world, let's put it that way, but it's the same kind of thinking, right?
Yeah, of course.
What is North Korea, for example, but a place that protects feelings and suppresses the free exchange of ideas and art.
No.
And that doesn't mean they're the same.
Yeah.
But these people need to recognize it's a similar style of thinking. Mm-hmm. And to be clear, I would never be pro-bullying, right? Like if someone's in your face every day, sending you messages you don't want to hear, telling you X, Y, and Z about how, you're terrible.
Yeah.
I would never support that.
Of course.
However, that's not the same thing as someone's art posted in a video format, in this case, where you have to go watch it voluntarily.
So what really interests me and intrigues me is, so you think freedom of expression is one of the keys to grow as a person, would you say? Would you agree with that?
Not only grow as a person, but it is so key to how our society will grow.
Mm-hmm. So where do you think that barrier comes in? I mean, where does freedom of expression end?
The only place it ends, in the US, for example, the only place it ends is really at threats or places that create, or events that create an immediate threat of harm.
Yeah.
So that of course would exclude bullying, picking out a specific target with specific threats. Of course, that's not an idea. That's not a piece of art that's being thrown out.
Yeah.
Yelling fire in a theater, that creates immediate danger for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A YouTube video making jokes at the expense of some people is not immediate danger.
Right. I get it.
And there's it's interesting to me that people think there's a such thing as a topic that's never to be joked about, like a universally serious topic.
Yeah.
Which never has made sense to me. There's no such thing as a universally serious topic. There's only context. If there's a universally serious topic, is there a universally joke topic?
Yeah.
How dare you be serious about this? That's joke only. No, there's only context. And
Yeah.
of course, like, it probably would be inappropriate for me to go to a let's say I go down to the local gym and there's a bunch of people trying to lose weight there or whatever, and I go, like, you guys all suck, like, F you, you're terrible. But yeah, that's a poor context and input.
Yeah, of course.
If someone wants to make a YouTube video poking fun at a group of people in the way that she does, which, by the way, she does it for all kinds of groups of people, that's what that art medium is.
But testing the waters with that kind of art or that kind of freedom of expression which you possess, do you think that's, do you aim to cause a little bit controversy there, to benefit yourself in any way, or is that
did I aim to do it in that case? No. What I saw was people trying to false flag a creator off the internet because they didn't agree with her style of art. Right? Would we do that for? If there's a such thing about a topic that's not to be joked about, is there a such thing as a song that should never be played, or a story that should never be written, or any of these things? Like, you might find it against your taste, but guess what? As far as I know, there's no dungeon where you're strapped down and forced to watch it.
Yeah.
You can just not watch it.
Watch at your own risk type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And we have this whole society of the recreationally offended, is what I call them. Like, well, time to go online and find something to be offended by today.
Yeah, well, that's
and
it.
And find out who's the victim and all this and that. So I think it really is... I don't worry about a lot, but I do worry about the people of our generation who want to suppress these things.
Yeah.
They want to suppress art. They want to suppress ideas so that no feelings get hurt. By the way, going back to every major development in human history, people's feelings got hurt, right?
Of course.
Discovering the world got round,
or
discovering the world was round, hurt a lot of people's feelings. Scientific discoveries hurt people's feelings. Art hurts people's feelings.
Yeah.
And if feelings can't be... Comfort is how we stagnate, not how we progress. Discomfort, challenge, that's how we grow. That's how we get better. That's how we advance. So it's super important to me. I feel like I just rant about it all the time.
No, but I mean, that's what art is, isn't it? It's an expression of your feelings, and everyone's feelings are never going to be the same. It'll never work how the majority wants it to work. Hence the reason when you are a cog of life in your job and all the rest of it. I don't like to use the phrase cog of life, but that's what it is. You know what I mean? We are made to be how they want us to be, whoever they are. Yeah. And I think that's what's most important. And that's why I think YouTube, for me personally, I think it's a brilliant platform. So I can make these calls with yourself happen. We can get that out there. Whether people are like these or not, it's very important to have, the chance to express your feelings. And I think, for me personally, this is what Ads Lad TV is all about. So guys can come on there and sort of express themselves creatively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a cool project. It's YouTube is... whenever I step back and think about the internet and YouTube and all of it, it is so strange to me. Just the fact that, I can sit down and create a message, or you can, or anyone can, and it could be seen by an almost limitless amount of people. And that's something that's new to really the last decade. If I had been born earlier, it would never have been possible. And maybe this is only the beginning. I always wonder, how are things going to get better in the future?
You never know.
This is going to get better.
I know.
It's going to get better, but I don't know
how.
Somehow.
Wow,
and like in a previous life, this conversation never would have happened. We would have never encountered each other, never seen each other's messages, never had this conversation. Yeah. That stuff is crazy to me.
It is mad. What's going to happen next year? Never mind, you know what I mean?
The only thing I can think of is teleportation, like... I'd be able to teleport, or you'd be able to teleport. We'd have this like in person.
See, that's.
But I'm not a scientist. I don't know how to do that.
But then YouTube wouldn't work. Do you know what I mean? Then social media wouldn't work.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be.
It wouldn't be needed, would it?
I guess it probably would, because not everyone would want to teleport everywhere all the time, right? I assume there'd be some work in that. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's nice to think about anyway, Skagg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wrap this interview up now. I'll speak to you afterwards anyway on Twitter and all that stuff. But I just want to try and keep the span of the attention of the viewers anyway. Like, I don't want to lose it off. But it's been nice speaking to you anyway, bro. But that's wicked. Cheers, man. Cheers for coming on the show.
Thank you much. I appreciate it.